Hi Geminis, the gems of my eyes. I hope you guys are doing amazing. We're back with another weekly reading for you guys. So like usual, we're going to be covering a little bit of health and then work and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box for those who are interested afterwards. And keep in mind these are general, so please just listen with an open mind, open heart, take what fits and leave the rest out, okay? Also this week, I think around the 6th, the sun is going to be squaring Uranus in Taurus. So overall, we may be feeling a little bit of like tension, resistance, more aggressive energy in the air. So keep that in mind. But at the end of the week, on the 8th, we have the new moon in Leo. This is like re-energizing us, like a new start. Set out your new intentions during this time for things you want to manifest in the next 30 days. Get fired up, get excited, and really put your feelings into these things and kind of speak it into existence. I feel like this is like a really powerful time where if you really put your passions and heart into it, you will see results. And it's like the Lionsgate portal. So don't forget to speak and write out your intentions and use this new moon energy for your advantage. Okay. All right. So great. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. Okay, so Gemini, starting with your health, we got here the devil. So what I get here is overindulgence. So this week, you guys, be careful. Try to do things in moderation. And you know me, I don't judge, I don't hate. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you, but just make sure it's safe. Make sure you're not going overboard. What I'm being shown is like someone who's at a restaurant or at a bar and it's about to close and the waiter, the waitress comes in, is like, ma'am, sir, the kitchen will be closing or the bar is closing in 30 minutes. Would you like to order anything else? And you're like, I probably could and I would enjoy it, but I think I'll pass. I'm okay, thank you. And then they give you your check or your receipt or whatever. So I just feel like maybe some of you may be more inclined to overindulge or maybe overeat or eat more junk food or have more drinks, have a beer, wine, pina colada, whatever it is that you're into, or some trees. And it's okay, you know, if you do any of those things, but just try to keep it in moderation. You don't let it get too far because you may go too extreme this week if you don't kind of check yourself, all right? So just be careful of that. And also there could be like temptation. You could be tempted. Like if you know you're on a diet or you're trying to be on like this healthy journey, you know, try to keep these tempting snacks away from you. Or let's say you're going to see a friend or you are going to some kind of event or something, and you know there's going to be certain kinds of foods and stuff going on, or people are indulging. Maybe eat beforehand so that way you're not really tempted. So try to plan ahead, but just be careful with this week not to go overboard or go too extreme with anything when it comes to your health, okay? That goes for even like exercising or anything that you do physical. Don't go too hard because if not, maybe you could hurt like your knees or your back, okay? All right. I'm also seeing someone who could get something stuck in their hair, like, I don't know, like gum or something that's like sticky. So if you have long hair, you know, be careful, put your hair back. If you know you're going to be touching certain things, I just feel like something could get stuck in your hair or something. Okay, when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the Emperor here. So what I see here is that you're keeping things in order. So I feel like things are more under your control this week, or you're kind of calling the shots. You're like, okay, we got to do this, A, B, C, D. And you're kind of keeping everything under control, or keeping your people under control, or keeping the business under control. But it just seems like you're kind of taking charge. You're taking the lead. You're the one calling the shots, or you may be kind of put in a position where you got to make the final decisions and you got to decide. But I feel like you're going to have what it takes and you're going to feel confident in yourself, and people are really listening to you or hearing you. They're like, okay, all right, boss. Or like, okay, got you. Or they're like, go ask Gemini. Gemini knows. And you're like, okay, yeah, you got to do this, this, and this. Okay. You may not even be the one who's in charge or calls the shots, but maybe you kind of know the ins and outs of everything. So people may be coming to you to kind of see to get like a second opinion or just to confirm some things. But it just feels like you're keeping everything in order and set, and overseeing a lot of things. So it feels like your money's just kind of like, you know, in a good place. You're like protecting it, and you're making sure everything is in order. So positive, nothing really bad. And yeah, listen to yourself, trust yourself, and have confidence in your decisions and execution when it comes to anything with your work, school, creativity, finances, okay? You could also be getting along maybe well with an Aries, or maybe you work side by side with an Aries person. And this individual, I think, really helps motivate you or keeps you, you know, kind of energized, and you guys work maybe well together. All right. And a Capricorn could be someone who kind of is tempting to you or is a bad influence in your life when it comes to your health. Okay. So when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, we have separation. But actually what I'm picking up here is like a clean exit. Like I'm seeing someone who is like cutting something. You know how like maybe you could be cutting, I don't know, a sandwich or something, and sometimes it'll just like go right through. It's like, ooh, clean slice. I don't know what the sound effect is. Or sometimes like, you gotta like go in and out like too many times. So this time I'm seeing like someone is cutting through and it just like slices perfectly in one try. And I'm also seeing someone who exits a door, opens a door, and it just like opens smoothly and then it closes nicely. Whereas, you know, like sometimes people could open the door and yank it and just like hits the wall and then it hits back. Or those doors that go around, I don't know what they're called, you know, like in New York or like in hotel lobbies, the ones that you just gotta walk in and then it just like keeps going and like there are multiple people could go in. I don't know what those doors are called. I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm seeing someone who just goes smoothly in and out, in and out. So I feel like there's gonna be like a clean exit this week. And I think it's coming from your side possibly. 26 could be an important number for you guys. Maybe it's your age, or the number 8 as well. And I feel like there could be some time apart maybe, or you're deciding to maybe leave something or finally put an end or close out a certain cycle possibly, or it's becoming like official. So it's like this week you're finally making like a decision, but it's like a clean exit. That's what I'm seeing. Like no messiness, no strings attached, no nothing. Your overall emotion is happy. I like this. Happy. All right. Good. I'm excited to see that. And then on this person's side, we have compassionate. So whoever this is, and of course, you know, when it comes to love and relationships, this could be your recent past, maybe someone you're currently dealing with, or you will be dealing with in the near future. I feel like this person is really sweet, caring, loving, compassionate. Maybe they love animals. Seems like for the most part, they are, you know, understanding right now, or they're going to be really understanding of the situation. Maybe if they kind of just saw it coming, or you guys have already been kind of talking about it possibly. But it just feels like you're getting out of something that you weren't really happy in, or it wasn't really fulfilling you. Maybe there's nothing really wrong or nothing wrong that this person did, but I think it just wasn't really fulfilling you anymore. And now you're going to be in a much happier place, or you're finally happy that you made the decision and you finally decided to go through with it. Because you've just been like, it's been on your mind and you've been thinking about it for some time. You've just been putting it off and trying to wait for like the right time, I guess. So on your side here, we have the 2 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the King of Swords. So I feel like by the end of the week, you're kind of feeling more in tune with yourself and feeling just in a better place, in a better headspace overall. And then on this person's side, we have the 6 of Wands, Strength, and the Empress. So as far as the other person you could be dealing with, could be a Leo or another fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or also a Pisces, Libra, Taurus person. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out. I feel like you've been kind of thinking about this, but you've been indecisive for some time. Maybe this is something that's been on your mind the last 2 weeks or the last 2 months or for a while. But you've been kind of pulled in 2 different directions. Like, oh, my mind is telling me this, but my heart is telling me this. I just don't know. I can't decide. You've been kind of maybe indecisive about it because I think you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to be the bad guy or the bad girl. You want to try to do the right thing, you know, like most of us nowadays. We're just trying to do our best, try not to hurt people, but you have to do what's best for you at the same time. It seems like you're going to decide to maybe walk away or call it quits maybe with this person or this situation, because your emotions are just not invested. They're just not there anymore. And I think that it's, you know, it's not this person's fault, but it's not your fault either. Maybe you just weren't right for each other, or you're just not right for each other anymore. It doesn't always have to be anyone's fault, or we have to blame someone or blame the other. Maybe you're just not right for each other. The song that's coming through that I think really highlights the situation, or you may resonate with possibly, is Brett Young, You Didn't. I think it's called You Didn't, and I'm obsessed with him. I love Brett Young. I really love country music. Brett Young and Sam Hunt are like my favorites. If you don't like them, if you have something negative to say about them, we can't be friends. I don't know you. I'm just kidding, but I love him, and that song is beautiful. I love how much he loves his family, his wife. It's just like, oh, you could just feel it. It's beautiful. But anyways, that song I think really resonates with this message. Basically, he's saying like, I know I don't hate you. I couldn't even hate you if I tried. You know, I fell in love and you didn't, and you didn't need more, you just needed different. Like, it's such a mature, understanding song. And I feel like, you know, that maybe this person deserves someone who can love them and really like value and appreciate all that they have to give, because I feel like they do have a lot to offer. Maybe it's just not for you. It's just not meant for you. And so you're not feeling as emotionally connected anymore. Or maybe you once did, but just is not there anymore. So you're deciding to call it quits, or maybe just walk away. But again, I feel like this is a clean exit. I feel like it's a, maybe not mutual, but it's a peaceful, you know, a peaceful breakup, or a peaceful like, okay, farewell, goodbye. And you're feeling better about yourself afterwards, and glad that maybe this person didn't like go off on you or go crazy or get mad at you or anything. I think you know that you made the right decision. It was maybe long overdue, but by the end of the week, I think you're gonna feel more in control or better about your decision, because it was the right thing to do. And there was no hard feelings, no bad energy between the two of you. And I think that's what really matters to you. You don't like to leave things or leave situations with like bad energy, have enemies, or like, you know, make someone feel bad about themselves. I feel like you always try to like keep the peace as much as you can. Even if you hate the person, you try to keep the peace. You don't want to have like that bad energy, or just leave with like bad taste in your mouth. So with this person, I think that, you know, maybe they may have not seen it coming, or maybe they kind of suspected something was off, but we're kind of just hoping that it would be okay. And we're trying to stay strong. I feel like they do still love you, or very, you know, care about you a lot. And obviously, I don't think they wanted you to walk away, or they didn't want to break up or to separate or divorce or whatever. But I think they are coming from understanding, like they understand, and they're not gonna force you maybe to be with them if you don't want to, or if your heart is not set there anymore. I feel like they are someone who's confident in themselves. They know they have a lot of value and worth, so they're not gonna be butthurt or put the blame on you or anything like that. I think they're just trying to be strong. 8 is repeated twice here. So I feel like both of you are really strong individuals. You're having the strength to walk away and, you know, go with what you feel, and right now it just doesn't feel right, so you're going with it. And this person's trying to stay strong, keep their confidence, and, you know, not let this, you know, bring them down or anything like that. You guys may have children together, or maybe this person is a parent or a single parent. Maybe now they're just going to have more time to focus on their children, or focus on kids, or just try to focus on self-love maybe. And that's maybe part of their lesson from separating with you, to that they need to maybe just focus more on themselves, and love themselves a little bit more, so that way they can attract a partner who also loves them just as much. So we're going to continue this on in the extended to get more information, see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. And of course, it could be vice versa, but I feel like it's mainly you that's deciding to maybe disconnect or walk away possibly, or maybe just take a break. Okay, so we'll continue this on in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.